Everybody, I am Diandra and I am here with the Phone Sex Dollhouse. This is my first live. I'm super excited to be here and I wanted to do this because I know that you see my videos, you see everything, and I know there's a lot of people out here watching these videos because I see the statistics. So there's a lot of y'all who are interested in becoming phone sex operators. We are also called phone actresses. I've been doing this for 17 years. I love it. I actually had started in college and then I didn't do it for a couple years. Then I came back to it one time when I needed some extra money for like holidays, things like that. And that time is coming up. And I pretty much stuck with it since then. So I've been doing it consistently for maybe about 8 or 9 years, but I did it for several years before that. So total, I've had about 17 years of being a PSO. I freaking love it. I used to be a full-time teacher, so when I was a full-time teacher, I did this part-time. This is a part-time job you can do from home. And if I wasn't going to go anywhere, if I was just going to be at home doing laundry, doing things, running around the house, whatever, or just watching a movie, I would log in because why not make a little bit of extra money, right? So you can do this if you have a full-time job. This could be a good part-time job. You can do this around like your kids' schedule. If you all have kids, they're at school, you want to work from home, this is an amazing job and it is an amazing way to make some extra money. Guys, I can teach you how to do it right to where you're making good income. I again have been doing it for 17 years. All of my friends pretty much here and there have asked me about it that know that I do this and that have found out over the years. How do I get started? I've helped them all get started. Probably 8 or 9 of my friends also do this on a part-time basis. They all have jobs, they all do their stuff. Some of them are teachers, some of them are nurses, a lot of them have kids, and they do it around all of that. So, can it be done? Yes, it can. Can I help you? I would love to help you. Make sure you check out the description below. There are a couple of links. These are going to be my links, guys. So make sure that you check them out. But yeah, so for my store for ebooks and training sessions and anything that you need as far as resources, you can type this out, but it is down in the description. So you can go look for that down there as well. And then my newsletter, I have a newsletter that I will be sending out probably twice a week, but you can definitely go ahead and get started and sign up with this. So go ahead and check that out, guys. So feel free to check that out right there. It's also down in the description. One-on-one training sessions. I can do a one-on-one training session with you. If you're already a PSO and you just need some tips, want some conversation starters, want to do some role plays, we can do all of that. I have 1 hour sessions, but I also have bundle deals in my store. So where you can get either 2 one-on-one sessions with me or 4 one-on-one sessions with me, and we'll work together the whole month. In addition to that, with the one-on-one sessions, the bundles, you also get pretty much every single one of my ebooks. So much fun, so awesome. I literally posted that today. I'm so excited about that. Hey there, welcome. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for the little hearts. Feel free to ask your questions down below. And guys, if you're watching this already, like if you're rewatching this from before, feel free to drop your questions into the comment section and I will address them there, or I will make a video around it if I feel like, hey, maybe that's something that we can do. But right now, I got a whole ton of questions from Google that people like to ask about this. So I'm going to answer some of those questions, guys. Some of the questions that I would like to address. Number one, does phone sex still exist? Is the phone sex industry still around? So, yes, y'all, we are still around. I don't know why my markers and everything is lately not working for me. Like, I swear, is this happening to anybody else? But every pen, every marker, everything I've picked up lately is starting to not work for me. I don't know what's going on with that. So, yes, PSO is still an industry. There are several websites and several sites you can start using. Some of my favorites, and I do talk about this in my other videos. If you check out my description, I've also put that down there. I have a video where I think it's titled, How Do You Get Paid, or How Much Do PSOs Make? Something like that. And I talk about all of the details of starting as a PSO and what the companies pay. But in my newsletter, if you sign up, guys, this very first newsletter, I detail all of the companies that I use. I know that they're good. I know that they're proven. I know that they're legit and they pay well. I've been using with them again 9 years straight. I've been with all of these companies, and I tell you, when do the companies pay? How do they pay? What exactly percentage wise do you get paid? What opportunities are there with these different companies? I detail them in some of my videos, so feel free to watch my other videos, but definitely go sign up for the newsletter. This is the link, but also it's down in the description, so feel free to check it out. And I just did that. Hopefully I can get that off later, but whatever. Anyways, guys, feel free to sign up for that newsletter so you can get the details about all of the different companies you can start with. And guys, this is awesome because you can start as a PSO, so get signed up today, get paid within a week to a week and a half. If you are looking for a way to make some extra money, you don't want to drive around your city all over the place, you don't want to do that wear and tear on your vehicle, you don't want to be stuffing envelopes all day or anything like that. That is one of my legit ways to make money online, though. I do have a ebook where that, because I've tried it. It's fun. You basically do the envelopes and then you go onto some casino sites and get to play and stuff. And that's like not as consistent or steady as being a phone sex operator, but I do have that book in my store. So check that out too if you're interested. But if you don't want to do any of that extra stuff, you just want to sit around, talk on the phone for a little bit, there's nothing more fun. So is it still an industry? Yes, it is. And we still get paid very well. I do an average of like 200 to 250 a day, guys, as a PSO when I'm logged on. I'm typically working anywhere between 4 to 6 hours, and that's what I'm doing. If you'd like to see some of my shorts, feel free to check them out because I'll share sometimes screenshots and snippets of what I got paid from the different sites that I'm on. And again, I share all of that information. So, um, do phone sex operators still exist? Yes, we do. There's a lot of us. Is phone sex still an industry? Yes, absolutely, guys. Can you start as a phone sex operator today from zero? Start making money next week? Absolutely. In fact, I think that's the title for one of my first videos on here or something. Feel free to check those out too. So, those are some of the common questions that I saw on Google. If you have your own questions, feel free to drop them into the chat, into the description. I'm here to answer those, guys. I'm here to help you. Again, I am doing one-on-one sessions with people. Feel free to book a session, a 1 hour session, or if you want and you're ready to go, or if you're already a phone sex operator and you are maybe struggling to get callers, struggling to promote yourself, struggling and you don't know what to say on the calls, I've got you. I've got ebooks for all of those things. So feel free to check out the individual ebooks or feel free to check out one of my packages where we will meet either twice or 4 times and one on one on Google. On Google, on Zoom, you and I, private siren calls. That is what I'm calling them, so that we can talk about helping you become a phone sex operator, a successful phone sex operator that's bringing home anywhere between 200 to 250 a day with 4 to 6 hours of working from home. And again, you could do it at night. You can do it during the day. If you have kids, send them off to school. You get home, you get to work. You can log off at like 2:30 p.m., go pick up your kids, do what you want to do, or just wait till they're all asleep. That is what some of my friends do. And some of them, again, most of them have full-time jobs and they're doing this around their kids, around those full-time jobs, just as a little bit of extra money. And I've shown them all, and it's so awesome. It's so fun to be able to do that. And other than that, I've worked with several people on my one-on-one trainings, people who've already been or already established PSOs, and they just need a little bit of extra help, or they don't know exactly what to say on calls sometimes. I have a really good 101 phone sex conversation starters ebooks in my store. Check out the link below for the store, guys, and look for the 100+ conversation starters. I literally give you word for word, detail for detail, what to say when they want this scenario, that scenario, this given interest, that given interest. and then how to flip the script to make your conversations last. My typical call time, guys, is anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. Typically, I land at about an hour and a half to 2 hours. An hour call is short for me. And how do I do that? I talk to them. You want to have a conversation. This is phone sex. Phone, right? We're talking on the phone. You need to know what to say. You need to know how to carry that conversation, how to carry that scenario, how to carry that role play. And my PDF, 100 plus conversation starters, I break it down detail by detail by detail to help you get those longer calls. Longer calls equals more money. So, anyways, is phone sex legal? Is it legal to be a phone sex operator? Is phone sex paid? Is paid phone sex legal? Are phone sex operators sex workers? Okay, guys, the answer to all of those questions, which I found on Google, is yes. It is legal. So, yes, it is legal. As long as you are 18 years old, you can be a PSO. Totally okay. It's okay to get paid to talk about sex on the phone. It's all role plays, it's all fun. And guess what? The best thing, you don't have to give your own actual name. This is why I've got my girls here. This is why I've got my cartoons and everything on my videos. My name, my real life name is not Diandra. But if you sign up and you talk to me and you're going to train together, I will give you my name. If you're curious about that, feel free to sign up for a training and we will talk and I will help you get started and I'll tell you my name. But as a PSO, you can have several characters. You can have different people. And I actually teach you and show you how and where to buy pictures of models. Yes, there are models who will take sexy pictures that you can buy the rights to and then resell those pictures again and again and again. I have three very beautiful models. So I don't even use my own pictures and I don't use my own name. So this is 1,000% safe, 1,000% legal, and you can do that. But what you do not want to do is grab random pictures of models online. That's not okay. That is not legal. You can pay for like 200 pictures of a model. I can give you that website. I will give you that website in my trainings. Paid $30 and now you have 200, 300 sometimes pictures of models you can use for these sites however you want. Use them as your profile picture. Put a package of 4 or 5 of them and sell them for $5 again and again and again. And again, you're doing it legally. The pictures, the information, everything comes in a packet that shows you that the model is 18 years old or older. Typically, it is a adult industry model who's in there. They're all beautiful. I've never seen a package of girls that I thought like, oh my God, they're not pretty or anything. All of them are drop dead gorgeous and they are taking pictures and some of them are even filming videos. 30-minute long videos that you can take pieces of those videos, break them up, sell them again and again and again for $10, 15, whatever you want to do. But again, it's all legal. As long as you yourself are 18 years old and you are signed up, able to sign up with these sites, then yes, you can get paid to talk on the phone about sex and all of these other topics that come up when you're a phone sex operator. And I am here to teach you about all of those topics. I'm here to teach you how to carry those conversations on. So feel free, guys, to ask all of your questions in the chat. My email is phonesexdolls@gmail. If you want to drop an email, send me an email. Feel free to do that as well. But those are some of the common questions. The other question I've already touched on that I'm going to talk about next is it risky? And that's literally what the question says, right? But is it risky in the sense of what? Is it safe? Absolutely. It is safe because it is 100% anonymous. Or it can be. Again, I have model pictures. I don't have any of my own pictures out there. I don't have any of my own videos out there. I have bought the legal rights to these different models' pictures. And a lot of these models will take pictures, do videos, and all of that of themselves, sell them, give you the rights to use those videos and pictures for all types of things. So is it risky? No, it's not. If you go through a website, the callers are calling an 800 number that is getting patched over to you on your own phone, whether you decide to use a cell phone or a landline phone, whatever. Most of the companies don't care anymore. All of them work. You can use a cell phone, and they will not know your own personal phone number. And again, you make up your character. They don't need to know your personal name. If you want to use your own pictures, if you want to use your own name, 100% okay. As long, again, as you are 18, totally okay, totally up to you. I used to be a full-time school teacher. I wasn't okay with putting my pictures, putting my name out there like that, guys. And the cool thing about phone sex is that I didn't have to. I didn't have to do that. Can you make good money with this? Yes, you can. Do you have to make videos of yourself? Do you have to do OnlyFans or something like that? No, you don't. This is 1,000% safe, and it is up to you what you want to do. And that is one amazing thing. You get control of your time, you get control of your income, and control of your image and what you would like to do with this. And again, guys, feel free to set up either oops. Sorry, y'all. I totally knocked that over, but feel free to do a one-on-one training with me. The link will be down below. You can also screenshot this if you'd like. Feel free to do that. And we will meet on Zoom for an hour and we will talk about this. What are some of the things I help people do while I'm on Zoom with them? I do account reviews. If you already have an account, awesome. I'm going to look at it. If you tell me I'm not getting a lot of callers, great. Where can we tweak the description? What can we do with the pictures? What else can we add or offer to help you start bringing in more callers? I'm very familiar with a lot of the sites. I'm very familiar with a lot of the tricks to get us some more and some different callers coming in. And then once you have your callers coming in, again, where do we get paid? How do we get paid? We get paid per talk time. Whatever percentage level you are getting from your company, um, that right there is going to determine what you actually take home. In a minute, I'll explain that. But we're going to talk about, okay, this is how you handle this specific scenario. This is how you handle that scenario. And again, my ebook with the 100+ conversation starters is really going to help you with that. If you want that ebook, it's going to be up here in the store link. All of these are down in the description, guys, but feel free to check out the PayHip store. You can do the Bitly, which is this one, or you can do the PayHip and just get that one conversation starter ebook. Or go ahead and set up a session with me, or feel free to look at my packages where we can do 2 one-on-one training sessions, or we can do 4 one-on-one training sessions, and you get all of the ebooks that I have listed in the store. And there are more coming. Right now, there are 9 ebooks that literally cover anything and everything that you need to start making money fast and easy and quick with phone sex. Like, I figured this out. And I love this. I love helping people get started in phone sex, y'all. It's so much fun. So is it risky? Not in my opinion. But again, it's as risky. Anything can be risky, but it's going to be as risky as you want it to be or as you want to put it. If you put your own pictures out there, then yes, there's definitely a risk that somebody that you may know may find it, may see it, may share it out. If you put your picture, your voice, your everything out there, there's always that possibility, right? But if you protect yourself, if you put your own phone number, if you're giving it out to people, which I highly, highly, highly do not recommend, never give your own personal phone number away to somebody who's calling on one of these types of platforms. Number one, it's about your personal safety. Number two, all of the companies, Syncats, Night Flirt, Talk to Me, Cougars.com, all of them, they all have rules against it. And if they find that somebody is doing that, you're essentially stealing their customers. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want these companies to kick you off of their platform, because then, cool, you ended up with that one person, but you lost your connection or your funnel to a hell of a lot more people. Definitely not worth it. So, excuse me, y'all. But make sure, is it risky? Again, there's always an element of risk with anything, but I feel that no, because if you keep it 100% anonymous, like I teach people to do, then you are totally safe. If you only go through the different platforms that I've just mentioned, they call the 800 number, the company patches them through to you. They never even know your number, your name, your area code, nothing. So I love it. I think it is definitely safer than being on cam, definitely safer than OnlyFans and other type of sites. And again, you give a fake name, you give your character name, your character persona, whatever it is, and you can create more than one, which is a lot of fun as well. And I help y'all with that as well. Then yeah, definitely safe. So we definitely want to lean towards that. Safety first, always, right? So, anyways, how to be a phone sex actress. Literally, how you want to do it, how to be a PSO. Literally, guys, sign up. Sign up with the companies I just mentioned. Go into my description, go to the newsletter, sign up for my newsletter. That very first newsletter has a list of the different companies that I do recommend that y'all can start with. Check out some of my other videos because I break down how much they pay, what they pay, all of that. And in a minute, I'm going to break it down here too. But how do you become a phone sex operator? Just choose a company or two and you sign up. You create an account within about 2 days or so. They will verify you. They're going to make sure and they're going to ask you for a bit of information because we need to make sure that you are you. And again, it is legal. We need to make sure that you're 18, right? Um, sorry, y'all. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. But, anyways, you sign up. That's how you become a phone sex actress. How do you make sure that you're a successful phone sex actress? Go ahead and sign up for a session with me. Go ahead and grab my ebooks. I promise y'all, you are not going to regret doing so. Everybody who has worked with me and people who have read through my books always come back and ask me and tell me that it has helped them in one way or another. And I love hearing that. So if you do grab some of my ebooks, please make sure you drop it into the comments on here. Please make sure you email me. Give me a review and let me know, how did the ebook help you? Did it help you? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see from me? Because I love it. So how do you become a phone sex actress? Literally, you sign up. Pick a company or two and sign up. What skills do you need to be a PSO? So your skills, well, number one, you have to be organized. You need to have time management. And I actually have an ebook where I talk about what organizational skills, what time management skills you need. You are your own boss. You are not working for somebody else. So if you said, I'm going to work from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m., great. Make sure you can manage that. But at the last minute, if somebody invites you to go out to eat or whatever, and you want to do that, that's fine. When are you going to make that time up? You are the boss. You are in control of your time. Organized because you want to take some notes. You're going to talk to, let's say, Jimmy John, just because of first name in my head. Jimmy John from Oregon. Jimmy John from Oregon likes A, B, C, and D. We talked about the fact that he has 2 Labradors. We talked about the fact that he is an accountant and whatever, right? So that next time that Jimmy John calls you a week and a half or 2 weeks later, you can be like, hey, how are your dogs doing? How's work? Is it crazy busy? Is this a busy time for y'all accountants? Right? Whatever. You definitely need a little bit of organization because you always want to take some notes. Right? That would be why you want to make sure that you are able to manage your time because this is going to be something we're doing, right? This is our job. We want to be organized because if we, taxes, write offs, payments, the important part, right? We want to make sure that we are able to take care of that and that we're able to do whatever it is that we need to do for ourselves. I'm sorry that these just look totally funky, guys. This is just kind of how it happened. So, anyways, some more of the skills that you need. You need some people skills. You need to be creative. You need to be able to come up with ideas on the spot. And if you don't know that yet, if you don't know that way you can carry those longer conversations and have people talking to you. If you don't know how to do that, grab my 100 plus conversation starters ebooks. I promise y'all, if you do nothing else, if you grab nothing else from me, that 100 plus conversation ebook is going to be the most helpful thing for you no matter what. 100 scenarios, but then I did flip the switch, so I realized later, I'm like, "That's actually 200 scenarios where I'm giving you questions, tips, details, say that, he says this, you say this, or you say that," and, that way your conversations will get carried on, and you'll get your hour and a half, 2-hour calls, and you're making your $80 an hour or so, whatever it is you're taking home, right? And yes, you can make about that much money. I will talk about that here in a minute. But creativity, being able to carry on that conversation. There's a short where I kind of mimicked this one girl one time. I had a caller who said, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to you and I'm gonna call another girl and we're just gonna have fun and talk." And then she was just moaning and being so annoying, y'all. She was like, "Oh, oh, mm." Oh my God. He hung up on her in like 3 or 4 minutes. Thank God. And then him and I spoke on the phone for another like 40-ish minutes. So that was a lot of fun after she hung up. Please make sure you're carrying the conversation and you're just not moaning. A lot of people out here think that it's just a lot of moaning and whatnot. No, this is phone sex. We want to carry on a conversation. Hey guys, feel free to drop your questions down below. Let me know what questions y'all have. So, so yeah, guys, those are some of the skills you need as a phone sex operator. All right. Is there psychology behind phone sex? Absolutely. And right now I am working on a series of PSO psychology and caller psychology ebooks that are going to get dropped within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So definitely make sure you save the video, make sure you save the link, my store link right here. It's down in the description. But those ebooks are coming. So, guys, make sure you check out the description for all of these links. Make sure that you are taking into account all of that. It's down in the description. It is, if you're watching live, I've already put it up there. And if you're watching this at another time other than the live, it will definitely be down there for y'all. So, if you do have questions and you're doing the rewatch or whatever, it's already been recorded, feel free to drop your questions for me in the description and I will answer them there. Or feel free to contact me and send me an email and we can definitely chat about whatever questions you have, guys. All right. So what does the phone actress do? We talk to people about their specific adult interests. Everybody has a different interest. Everybody has different kinks, different things that they like to talk about, that they like to unwind. And we just have conversations, guys. A lot of the times I talk to people about normal things. I'm talking to people about their favorite movies, their favorite music, their favorite things, their pets. Like I mentioned, sometimes they tell me details about their jobs and coworkers that upset them. We're literally just here having conversations with people. And the cool thing is, we're getting paid for it. And we're at home and we can give a fake name. We can give a fake picture. Again, you legally buy it. You're not just randomly stealing and taking pictures off of Google. And I can help you find the links and the sites where you can legally buy pictures of these different models who are putting out pictures and videos and whatnot for us to purchase. For like $30, we got 200 pictures and a 30-minute video of a model. And now we have the legal rights. We can resell that video. We can cut that video up, 5-minute clips, sell that 5-minute clip for $10 again and again and again. You invested 30, that video, sell the 30-minute video for $50, sell the little clips for $10 a pop, sell 5 of those through 200 pictures for like $2, whatever. There are so many ways to make money with phone sex where you do not have to put your name, your picture, your information out there. And that is what I help people do, because that is what I have been doing for about 17 years. So ask me whatever questions you have. And again, if you're interested, I have those one-on-one trainings. We can do just the one if you'd like. Or if you go into my description and you go into my PayHip link, which is that one right there, or the PayHip or this bit.ly, you can also do my bundles where I do the happy hour training session. That is going to be 2 one-on-one trainings plus every single ebook that I have in my library. And then I also have 4 one-on-one trainings, which is going to be 4 one-on-one trainings, the after party at the dollhouse, and then every single ebook in my library as well. And let's say you've got the 4, we're going to meet for about a month or a month and a half. As I'm dropping ebooks, you'll get access to those ebooks as well. And I do plan on dropping more here in the next couple weeks. So make sure y'all are on the lookout for those. But anyways, let's go back to some of these questions. And I think the one that most people want to know about is, how do phone sex operators get paid? Because that was probably the most found question on here. So this one, I'm going to try to do it a little bit better. Payment, I guess I'll title it. How do we get paid? How do PSOs get paid? Right. So we get paid commission essentially per talk time, or per talk minute, I guess. Every company pays it a little bit different. Every company pays a different rate. But let's go ahead and talk about how much you should charge. If you are a brand new PSO, if you are brand new to this and you've never done it before, I recommend that you charge $150 a minute. Please make sure you value yourself. Do not charge less than that. $150 a minute is where I want you all to start. I don't care if it's your very first call. Do not start at 99 cents a minute or you're not going to make any money. All right. So the way that it starts, the way that it works, guys, is the company is going to look at, where are you at commission wise? They all pay something a little bit different with commission. So I do have a video where I've broken it down, very detailed steps, and I've given my own numbers as to how much I made that given week. I believe it was like I broke down week 1, 2, and 3, but I will link that video down in the description. I believe it's called How Much Money Do You Make as a Phone Sex Operator? The letters are green on there. Feel free to check it out, but I will link it below. But there's a company called Night Flirt, which is awesome. It's been around forever, and I love it. They pay 70%. So if I'm charging $150 a minute, from that, the 70% I take home is $1.05 per minute that I talk. So if I talk for 60 minutes, which is 1 hour, which is doable, times 105 of talk time, take home time, I just made $63 during that hour. And that's going to be for me to take home, right? So that's on the company Night Flirt. And guys, these numbers are as of right now. The companies can always, of course, decide, hey, instead of paying 70%, we're going to pay 60%, or we're going to pay 35%, or we're going to change it up, change it down. But as of today, these are the numbers that I am seeing these companies pay. So that's a really popular one. And I do talk about Night Flirt a lot. It's one of my favorite companies. Night Flirt will actually allow you to set up 3 separate profiles. Like I talked about earlier, I have several profiles with different models. So Night Flirt will allow you to set up 3 different profiles for one phone number. And yes, you can use a cell phone. So that would be one company, right? The next one that I like, it gives you 35%. It is lower, but they do make up for it with the amount of callers that you get. So 35%, let's try to get this a little bit bigger, y'all. And again, I recommend if you're brand new, you're going to go ahead and charge $150 a minute. That's going to be, That's going to be 53 cents a minute that you're going to take home. A little bit less than over here, but still not horrible. So at 53 cents a minute, if you talk for 60 minutes with someone, you're going to take home $30 an hour. And again, you're at home, so that's definitely not a bad hour. And you all you did was you talked with someone about their interest, right? You talked with someone about whatever topic they wanted to talk about, because that's what we do. The other company that I really like is called Syncats. They give you 50% commission. So at 150 a minute, you're going to take home 75 cents per talk time. So 75 cents, guys, times an hour of talk. An hour of talk is going to get you $45 for that hour. All right. So there you have it. You have the opportunity, if you decide to charge 150 a minute on these different sites, depending on which one you want to sign up with, which one you want to do, you have the opportunity to make anywhere from $30 an hour to $63 an hour. And how do you get paid more? How do you get paid higher amounts? Well, obviously by talking more, right? And that is where my ebooks come in. That is where my training comes in. And you also want to know how to promote yourself. You want to know how to put yourself out there and in front of the different callers so that they see your profile and decide to call you versus decide to call other people. And guys, this is pretty much it. This is a lot of fun. And that's all I was going to talk about today, guys. Ask me, like I said, whatever questions you have. I will stick around for a little bit and see if I do get any questions coming in. And if not, then I'm about to jump off. But if you're watching the replay of this live, feel free to drop questions down in the comment section. Feel free to ask whatever it is you're trying to ask. And I am trying to make this look all right there. There we go. And I'm having a bit of trouble, as y'all can see. But anyways, I'm trying to focus the whole page so y'all can kind of get a little bit of everything. The questions that I went through and that I asked are also listed down in the description. So if you're like, what is this? And you're just joining us, or if you're just like, what is risky, whatever, feel free to check the description for the actual questions I was talking about. Feel free to save this video, like this video, guys, subscribe, check out some of the shorts, and rewatch this if you feel like you would like to and would like some more information. Um, this is essentially it worked out. All right. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go get another page, but this worked out, I feel like. So ask your questions, guys, down in the comments. If you have any questions about becoming a phone sex operator, phone actress, either title works. I like phone sex operator. Maybe I'm old school because I've been doing it forever, but phone actress is cool too. And anyways, y'all, I'm here to answer your questions, so let me know. And if you are interested on some one-on-one trainings, if you either are a phone sex operator or if you know somebody who's interested, because guys, who can do this? Literally anybody. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads. Yes, gentlemen, we are here for y'all. We love y'all. And there's such an opportunity for men in this as well, which is so cool. And I feel like it's something not many talk about. It's something I don't really talk about a lot because it's not as common, but there are so many men who are also phone sex operators. And all of the companies I mentioned a minute ago cater to men as well. And there are men specific and men only sites on Talk to Me, on Night Flirt. And it is such a cool thing to see as well. So if you're a guy out there and you're watching this and you're like, I want to be a phone sex operator, can I do it? Absolutely. If you are a college student, I did this in college. I actually started when I was in college, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. So I signed up. I was looking for work at home. I was looking for customer service jobs. And somehow or another, the fates aligned and collided and whatever and said, oh, this is for her. And I landed on a website that didn't say phone sex, didn't say anything. I applied thinking it was actually customer service, and well, it kind of was. Um, and so I signed up and they told me what it was. And they're like, "Are you still interested?" I was like, "Yeah, sounds fun. Let's do it." So I went ahead and I started, and I'm so happy I did. So I would do this, guys. I went to school Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then I would go home, and I'm going to put this back here so y'all can see the answers and the information. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I would be at school. And then Tuesday, Thursdays during the days, I used to work a couple of hours, but then at night, I worked like 4 or 5 hours. And I was making really good money in college part time. And it was cool because the manager that I had, these are all independent companies, by the way. You set your time, you set the hours, the days, and all that you want to work. At the time, I started with an actual company. So I was hired, I was an employee with them, and they sent me a check, which you can also do. I, however, talk about independent companies where you sign up, you make your profile, and you're in control of everything. But that is another thing as well. So maybe that'll be another video I make. And I did it in college. So if I would call my boss and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I need a night off or I can't be here," or whatever, she was totally understanding and she'd be like, "Okay, that's fine." Which is really great. But also, if you do it for yourself, if you work independently, there's no boss you have to call. This right here, these three companies are essentially what you need, guys. There are other really good companies as well out there. There is the fourth one that I love called Pillow Whisper. They actually pay a little bit more. But with them, you have to do your promotions a lot more. They're not helping you as much as these companies are helping you. So So that's a company that I really like as well. I don't talk about it as much because these are the more beginner friendly ones. But again, guys, I am going to jump off of here. If you have questions, feel free to follow through with all these informations. Definitely sign up with the newsletter, check out the store. And if you are ready to start, if you are serious about getting started, go ahead and go into the one-on-one trainings. Either set one up for yourself or go into the store and look for the parties. Look for the, and I'm blanking out on the name because I literally just launched them today, but I have the after party, which is going to be 4 one-on-one training sessions and every single ebook in the Dollhouse collection. And then I have the happy hour party at the Dollhouse, which is going to be 2 one-on-one trainings and all of the ebook collections. So if you're ready to start, if you're already doing this and you want to learn how to start making money for yourself, working for yourself from home, either part-time or full-time, up to you, and actually make money with it, go ahead and set up a time for us to talk and let's start working together. Let's start getting you going, or feel free to just check out some of those ebooks and get what you need. Anyways, I am Diandra, your phone sex mistress at the Dollhouse, and I'm here for you. So come on back, subscribe, like the video, and ask your questions down below. But I am going to jump off of this live. Feel free to follow, hit the little bell so that you can jump on my next lives.